Sab, wake up. Sab.
Epic Pink, what do you want? It's my holiday.
Sab, do you know how long you slept?
It's only December. Sab Talk doesn't happen until a few months.
No, it's May.
What?
It's May. Sab.
Epic Pink, why didn't you tell me?
I was busy working out. Sorry.
I must have left my poor viewers waiting. Welp, time to start Season 3. Hello random person, Sab Nino here. Welcome to the premiere of Sab Talk Season 3. Since this is a season premiere, I think this would be a good opportunity to tell newcomers what we do at Sab Talk, and then just do it afterwards. Throughout the years, Sab Talk has gained multiple segments throughout its run to keep things interesting. It started off as just news, where I give people updates on what's going on with my cartoons, what's going on with Sab Talk, or with the channel as a whole. Then later on, I added a Q&A segment to really bring the Sab Talk focus full center. But as time goes on, I went even further. I decided to have a weekly question for you guys to answer, so you can be featured in the beginning of the video. I have Sab Story Times, where I just tell stories from my life. And the newest segment, Sab Video Submissions, where if you go on my Discord or text me via email, you can submit a video for me to review and promote on this series. If you post it in the comments section of this video, I will not submit it. This is exclusively a Discord email thing. Okay, now that I've introduced the format to the newcomers, now let's actually get into what Sab Talk is. This week's question is, what other cartoon theme song should I reanimate? In the season 2 finale, Cringy took over and asked the question of, what's the most dangerous thing you've ever done? Enix says, I guess the most dangerous thing I've done is break a table. Mr. Bambi Corn Lover says, the most dangerous thing I done was putting popcorn kernels in my nose. For the news this week, we have a ton to say, so strap in, folks. First off, the SpongeBob movie Rehydrated is finally out. My good buddy Scuff196 and I are in it. The great adaptation of the movie with so many nice visual touches to it and auditorial touches as well. And I hope it doesn't get screwed over by Paramount again. Please go watch it if you haven't seen it. It is a must-see. Second, the stuff you probably want to hear. I'm still working on International SpongeBob Theme Songs Volume 2. I don't know what will be in it or what will not. It's a roller coaster in regards to copyright claims. It's like Mario Party. Sometimes you win, sometimes you don't, but I'm doing my best. Thirdly, the 5K special. What am I gonna do for that? A live stream. Not just any live stream, but a Grunge Bunch themed live stream. We're trying to get the cast and crew behind the show in one big space as we answer questions, play games, and unveil the official trailer for the Grunge Bunch Chronicles Episode 1. Yeah, that teaser I sent, that's just a teaser. That's not the official trailer. I want to try to get all of the voice casts on board for a live script reading of the pilot and a bonus episode we just finished storyboarding. If I can't get all the VAs, then I'll have the bonus episode pre-recorded and unveil it on stream, like the trailer. Regardless of what happens, I hope you guys are excited as I am. Speaking of the Grunge Bunch Chronicles, episode 1 is still in production. When rewatching season 2 of Sab Talk, I notice how I say this a lot. I'm gonna try to quit that unless I have something interesting of note, which I actually do this time. 2 scenes are 100% complete, 2 others are still in need of tweaking. There's also been a last minute color change to the characters. The original palettes of Cringy and Laurel, and sometimes the Pizza Girl, looked awful when oversaturated, as you can see here. So I had my good friend Tracy/Pinky help recolor the characters. They did a fantastic job, and I'm happy I was able to recolor all of our progress with this more appealing palette. The last bit of news I've been holding off for so long, but I think we're finally ready to to announce it. Another Random Day is getting its first spin-off series. Yes, I know Untouchable is the first spin-off in concept order, but that's going to be a standalone short. We're talking about a series here. Introducing Another Midweek Days, a surreal character-driven comedy in the same universe as Another Random Day, starring a lot of the side characters that we haven't properly introduced in the main show, but have been seen on the channel. We gave them their own show because Notorious JKB and I discovered that they can stand on their own without having to wait for the spotlight in Another Random Day. There's Yerk the wild card unicorn, Dan the weird questionable friend, Odette the sarcastic bookworm, Annabelle the trendsetter, Trevor the comic relief DJ, and Dez the shy gadget maker. They run a potato club where they try getting people into potato culture, but they also go on goofy adventures. Spin-off is meant to be more surreal and nonsensical compared to Another Random Day. Think Adventure Time meets Patrick Star Show. We can have simple stories such as Dan writing her own book, to crazy stories such as Odette going to plush toy prison. The animation will be rig-based and lineless since we thought it would be a good starting point for implementing rigs into our cartoons, which I want to do more of to speed up production so you guys don't have to wait a whole year for an 11-minute or more cartoon. I'm super excited for this. Me and Notorious JKB have so much fun brainstorming ideas, and I've always wanted to have these characters share the spotlight. I hope you guys are hyped. Now let's get to the first Sab story time of Season 3. Remember that one Comic-Con I talked about where I dressed up as Patrick? You might not. I'm unsure since this was the second story I've ever done. Long story short, the reason why I bring this up is because I went to my first Comic-Con since the pandemic. Except I forgot a costume and brought Scuff 196. I'm not sure if you guys know this, but me and Scuff hang out quite often, usually on Fridays. We were initially going to hang out at their place, like we normally do, until I got an email I couldn't believe was real. Roger Bumpass, the voice of Squidward Tentacles, was at the local Comic-Con. So we were like, screw the Patrick Star Show, screw All-Star Brawl, we're going to that con. So, well, we did. Despite voicing such a legendary character, the line was empty. As a matter of fact, all the lines for the VAs were empty. Not that I was complaining, it was just strange. Me and Scuff drew Squidward designs for him to sign, which made me discover that I can still draw traditionally after not doing so for years. Scuff was pretty chill about the whole situation, having him sign a picture for our other friend Drew, and complimenting Roger's role on Big Birthday Blowout. Me, on the other hand, just froze. I was at a loss for words until Scuff broke my metaphorical ice. Here's the thing about me and celebrities. I get nervous and quietly freak out. And that was double with Roger Bumpass, since it wasn't the typical, oh, you voiced in a show I like. It was more, you were a part of a project that made my life. And he even told him that, though he probably didn't hear me since the con was loud. However, he complimented my drawing, which boosted my confidence in a way I never thought possible. First, the booth was just us, and we did a selfie and an autograph. But then I was like, wait, this is probably the only time I'll get to see Roger. So I splurged and had him shout out the channel.
Hi, Squidward Tentacles here, and I want to do a huge shout out to Sab Nino! Sab Nino!
Money well spent. After that, we saw Rob Paulson. But beforehand, we were like, let's draw him something. So Scuff drew Yakko and I drew Pinky, though I was tempted to draw Carl. Despite coming for Roger, we actually spent more time with Rob due to Scuff having card difficulty. He even offered to sign for free if it didn't work. What a Chad. This made me love him even more. The card luckily went through though, which was great. He absolutely deserves the money. He looked at our work and we told him how we were both animators, and he pulled the I can't even pull a stick figure compliment. Also during the selfie, he joked about how we might give him a job one day. Honestly, if I had the option, I would absolutely have him voice a character in one of my shows. The rest of the con was just me and Scuff meeting local artists. Scuff followed a bunch of them, and with a lot of them, we geeked out together about a lot of shows we liked. And after that, we bought some merch. I got a Miku figure and Scuff got an Invader Zim mystery box. We made an unboxing video. Here's a card to it. Before the unboxing video, we went to McDonald's. Then, as a perfect ending to an already amazing night, I introduced Scuff to Notorious JKB, aka Epic Pink 29. He invited the both of us to play Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. If you ever want me to stream that again, let me know. That whole series of events has taught me never say never, cause even if it sounds unlikely something might happen, like a voice you like or a job you want, there still might be a chance it could happen. So yeah, don't give up on your dreams, kids. Since Cringy took over the last Sab Talk, she didn't understand half of the questions she was being asked, especially the SpongeBob ones. So before getting into the new questions, I thought this might be a good opportunity to actually answer those questions as initially intended. Then afterwards, we'll get to the new stuff. SBS 10 Animation says, which SpongeBob Halloween special is better, Scaredy Pants or The Legend of Bikini Bottom? I actually made a video on that a while ago. Initially in that one, Bikini Bottom was the better option. I don't know which one I prefer better. I love the visuals and the longer length of Bikini Bottom, but I also like the casual Charlie Brownish nature of Season 1's Scaredy Pants. One's a more casual approach to Halloween, while one's a more bombastic version of Halloween. But since that video, there's also a lot of other specials. There's Are You Afraid of the Dork from Camp Coral, and the absolutely insane Patrick Star Show Halloween special. So there's a lot of options to choose from now thanks to the SpongeBob cinematic universe. That is a weird sentence to say. Right now, my answer is just yes. Fiery, the Friday Night Funkin' fan 2010 says, have you played Friday Night Funkin' vs. Sonic EXE mod yet or not? I have not. I've actually haven't played any mods of Friday Night Funkin'. However, Scuff did play it in front of me, so I was exposed to it. Your favorite Friday Night Funkin' mod? For me, it's B3 Remix and B-Side. I don't really have a favorite mod, and if I did, I probably wouldn't be able to remember the name of it. PR Studio says, I also have some questions. 1. What do you think of the disturbing scenes of SpongeBob SquarePants from the pre-movie era? Unlike a lot of the stuff in Season 6, I think it was pretty well handled. The disturbing close-ups were not too disturbing, and the timing made it really funny. Examples such as I don't need it and does this look unsure to you, or the weird more crabs. Typically their handling of disturbing or mature subject matter was actually really well thought out. 2. Do you want to be friends? I always have a hard time befriending fans if I'm being honest. I can't say yes, I can't say no. It's too early to tell. 3. Who would you prefer is better, Beavis and Butthead or Ren and Stimpy? It's pretty difficult deciding which of these shows is better. I could safely say Ren and Stimpy has better animation than Beavis and Butthead, but that doesn't mean I don't think Beavis and Butthead's animation is good. I still think it's very nice and charming. I don't really have a say, honestly. I guess it really depends on what kind of shows you're into. If you like more slapstick, more Looney Tunes type action, I say go with Ren and Stimpy. But if you want to see two idiots screw up even the most simple tasks, then I'd highly recommend Beavis and Butthead. Although I can't decide between Beavis and Butthead and Ren and Stimpy because they're two different shows in my opinion, despite having the two buddy concept. I could safely say Daria is better than Beavis and Butthead. Feel free to roast me in the comments. I have said what I said. I am not taking it back. Go watch Daria. 4. Have you ever knew about SpongeBob Invader Pants and Krabs Army? I have, for a long while actually. I'm a little sad to see it scrapped, but I respect the crew for scrapping an idea that they didn't think was worthwhile. Personally, I think it would be really cool to see these ideas reworked into the newer seasons. SpongeBob Invader Pants, from the premise that I remember, definitely sounds like something that would fit right in. And 5. I have a title card video I wanted to show you, and here it is. I watched it. It was good. Max Sabic says, can you do SpongeBob Krusty Krab pizza song in 3D? Not a bad idea. I'd have to figure out the Squidward rig though. Those legs are so hard to do in 3D. You have no idea. SpongeBob Best Channel Ever says, hello. Hello. Paratriz Campo says, make another episode next Saturday. Sorry dude, this is a Monday thing. Out of context, all he says, have you ever played Roblox? If so, have you ever played any of the pet simulator games? I actually started playing Roblox very recently. I mainly got it for one specific project. It's called the Spongy Construction Project. It's like a SpongeBob simulation where you just play as the characters and roam around. It's really fun. A lot of attention to detail. It feels like an official SpongeBob game. A lot more than Nickverse, actually. I think it's better than that. Played that too, and it's a little clunky, I'm not gonna lie. So if you have Roblox, I highly recommend checking that out. I haven't played any of the pet simulation games though, but if you guys want me to do some Roblox content, feel free to give me some ideas, because that might be a potential market that I can dip my toes into. Now that I got all the questions that Cringy asked last episode, now let's get to the questions that I've never answered. Impact says, what's your favorite webtoon? I'm talking the ones that are not on this channel. I'm pretty fond of Hellbenders. It's pretty dated, but I still think it's a little funny. Harry Partridge's cartoons are pretty good. I love Hellaba Boss and Has Been Hotel. There's a lot of stuff I like. If I go through all of them, we'll be here all day. Max Savick says, Sab, I need your help. I can't find the font used in your new logo. Tad Ladder 11 says, Sab Nino, I have a question. What's your favorite version of SpongeBob theme song made by you? My favorite is Truth or Square opening MS Paint. I never made Truth or Square opening MS Paint. I don't know what you're talking about. Some of my favorites are the original, because that took the longest to make. I also like the pilot one created in 3D. That was a nice way to experiment with model breaking animation. And although it isn't my best work, I'm also proud of the video game model one because it was an experimental idea. Oh, and the Grunge Bunge parody was a lot of fun. I love shouting into the mic. Sab Nino, I want MS Paint SpongeBob theme song opening, could you? I haven't even made the actual Truth or Square theme. Hold your seahorses. CJ says, hey Sab, do you remember me? How could I not remember you? You're a Sab Talk veteran. Long time no see, dude. Do you know about the Tails Doll creepypasta? I've heard of it. I've never read it. Can't tell you the story off the top of my head. As a reminder, the question of this week is, what other cartoon theme song should I reanimate? And if you have any other questions, please comment them below. And video submission. Make sure to follow the links right here if you want to submit something. And if you want to support the channel even more, get some Sab Talk merch and spread the word of Sab Talk. And as always, it's all Sab from here.